also African unity, Pan-African unity, the unity of a global Pan-African family, Caribbean, Europe, Asia Pacific, North America, Central America, and South America, must be a unity of perspective, a unity of position, a unity of imagination. Let's address, as the Prime Minister Niamato of Barbados asked us to do, the infrastructure-related questions of linking Africa and the Caribbean. Let's address, as Prime Minister Fraser Tomika urged us, question of the sixth region. Let's address, as CARICOM has urged us, question of reparations for historical injustices that I referred to earlier, related to chattel enslavement, colonialism, and apartheid. Let's address the economic integration, economic cooperation, economic value addition, and industrialization that mutually or brings the mutual interests of Afro-descendants, Afros, and Africans on the continent of Africa together. We will need to create a proper framework for engagement with Africans in the diaspora and Africanists or Afro-descendants. We will need to create proper representation across different interests, as something akin to the commissions that we have at the African Union. We will also need to address selective force. When does Africa speak up for the rights of Afro-descendants in North America? Afro-descendants. Recently we had a president of a foreign country, global powers, pronounce themselves on the rights of his kids and kin in a country such as South Africa. When do Africans stand in solidarity with Afro-descendants wherever they are located? And when do we begin to create opportunities for us to get to know each other better, people-to-people exchanges, cultural diplomacy amongst ourselves, economic diplomacy amongst ourselves, environmental diplomacy amongst ourselves, to keep Africans and Afro-descendants part of some of the largest groups of people that are facing the ravages of climate change. It is important also that we have exchanges that focus on the question of sustainable and transatlantic peace, because Africans and Afro-descendants are some of the largest people populations that are living in insecurity, facing conflict, life conflict, armed conflict. And we need diplomacy that touches on the question of leveraging our technological advantage, because Africans and Afro-descendants will constitute the largest group in the world, and also a significant number of Afro-descendants and Africans access to technology, but also suffer significant disadvantages when it comes to the growth of artificial intelligence and technology. The digital economy, digital society, digital security, and digital rights affect Afros, Africans, and Afro-descendants more than most other groups. So it seems to me that, in conclusion, in essence, constructing a unity that has an economic core, constructing a unity that has a social imperative, cultural imperative, and environmental imperative, but constructing the unity that leverages intellectual and ideating power, but that also leverages our common humanity would be key. Thank you.